Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you've seen by the intro, I have been a busy boy. Well, yeah, I've been busy. In between doing the event controllers and power blocks and stuff like that, I've been working on this base and trying to get it built up so you guys don't have to watch the entire process, spend 10 episodes just building one room at a time. And because we all do that, we've all built the rooms on our bases and everything else. So, and you've already seen me build the moon base, which I'm still not even done with. So I didn't want to have you have to sit through that again. But let me take you on a tour and then we'll go over what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so we have our entrance, which is this big blast gate, which just smacked me in the face and then went back in. Good to know that's a thing. Didn't actually know that before. Learning something new every day. But yeah, we have our main gate, and we have a little foyer. Not too big, just enough to do what we gotta do. You know, I can put some crates and boxes and some storage from the ship in here. We'll see though. On the left, we have our hallway to what is going to be the, I guess, bedroom slash medical room. I don't sleep very much, so but I do run out of energy and hydrogen, so might as well just make it into one room. And then if we go to the left again, or straight ahead from the door, we have our refineries. I just got 2 of them fully moduled up, little cargo container here, be able to access different stuff. And then I also have the assemblers. I only have 2 completely moduled up, so shouldn't be too bad. Next, if we run all the way down this hallway, we have another blast door. Or well, gate, I guess you could call it. Or that's exactly what it's called, actually. But we have the gate, which leads to all of the rest of production. We have our O2 tanks, hydrogen tank, bunch of hydrogen engines, even more O2 generators, because if you remember in the power video, for every 1 engine, you want 2 generators to keep producing hydrogen. And then I got my 2 large cargos and 2 full reactors, which actually need painted. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That's fine. I think that'll be okay. And then we do have 6 batteries on the base. Not much compared to what I probably should have, but with the hydrogen engines and the 2 reactors, I should be fine with power. I'm not too worried about it. Those batteries are mainly for backup. And then, as we're walking back to the front door, the keen eye among you probably saw this thing. I built a little access tunnel here, just to be able to see all the piping and the network that connects everything. But I like being able to make these service tunnels, which is kind of cool. Be able to see all your different pipes and see them work. The only thing I didn't finish was this end, where it goes up into the inventory area. Because I was originally going to have it actually go like to the back where the engines are, and then come up out of the ground there, but I don't know yet, so that part's unfinished. We don't think about it. And then this end just goes to outside under the landing platform, where we can access all these conveyors and piping to be able to fix what we need to. Because as soon as the assert ships start coming after us, we're going to need to be able to access this stuff. And I might not have hydrogen at the time, so I want to be able to get it. So let's go back up and go to the last part, which is the part that took the longest, honestly, because I had to figure out how to do different things. And that is our elevator shaft. Now this thing is huge compared to what most people are going to be doing. So it took a minute to make sure everything stayed aligned, everything stays in place. It was confusing at first, but once you get it, it's not too bad. And that's where I actually made the video about the elevators and showed you guys how to make them. But here we have it. So we have our lobby, which is over here. L to S is lobby to server. So I did build a server room. It is here in the elevator shaft, and don't mind the sparks. It's fine. This is the server room. Here are my blocks that actually control the elevator. And then we have the turret controller for the solar tower outside. I'm not sure if I'm going to put Izzy's thing in here, but might as well. I'll get to it eventually. And then this actually does go back down to, well, as you can see, the hangar. It's not like I'm hiding anything. But then there is a button to actually go from the hangar to the server level too. So, same concept as I did in the video, just on a bigger scale. And then this is the magical hangar. Now the hangar's not very grand. It's relatively short compared to most hangars that somebody would build, but it's mine and I like it. And it also is going to serve the purpose for us starting what we're going to get into today. I want to take all the automation stuff that I showed you guys in the Programming 101 video and put it into this base. So that's going to involve sensors, timer blocks, event controllers, and the turret controllers. And we're going to maybe do one per video, maybe two. I know this one will probably have two in it. Just depends on how long it takes. But once we get through that, we can start getting into a little more complicated stuff. So, first, I need to seal my base off. I have my big gate at the top. But now, I need to seal the hangar, because it's just a big hole in the side of the mountain. I have all of these hangar blocks, which I have actually put into a group. Right there. Hangar doors. And I could just put this to open and closed and just have them close on each other. Would make it very simple, would be fine, and it would work perfectly for what I need to do. Now the base is sealed. But I don't want to have to get out of my vehicle or ship or rover, whatever you happen to have, to hit a button every time. Plus, on the other side of this is nothing but slope. I'm not going to be able to actually put a button over here unless I put it like on the wall, which I don't really want to do. Because then I still have to get out and my ship or rover's just sitting here. I'm lazy, okay? I want to be able to do this without having to go through there. So what we're going to do is, let me clear off my toolbar here, is we are going to get a sensor. And with that sensor, we're just going to put it on the ground here, or we can even put it up in the top. But since I want to keep that as hidden as possible, I'm just going to put it on the ground here. Alright, now that we have our sensor, we can go ahead and get this hooked up. So what I'm going to do is going to go into the sensor, just name it hangar, just so I know which one it is. And then I want to go show on HUD, and then in my info tab, show sensors field of range. Now I can see where the sensor's at. So what I want to do is be able to have this door open and close. So we go to groups, our hangar doors, open if it senses something in it, and then close if there's nothing there. Make sense? Good, I hope. Left extent, right extent. We could probably go one more block out. on the left side. Yeah, because this is left since it's facing up. So let's go ahead and make that. Ooh, not 96. Jesus. 6.0. 7. Looks like 7.5. No? Jesus. Must be in meters. Yeah, there we go. We'll just make it 9 even. That'll work. Because that covers just the door, but if I decide to park something out here, it's not going to still be in there. Now our bottom extent, I think this is a pretty good distance. If I bring that rover down here and then try to get out, this will be a good size to do that. Now what I want is the front distance. And we are going to take that to 10 and see where that's at. That's pretty good. That's about the roof ceiling. For the roof ceiling. I swear I know English. That's about where the ceiling's at, so that'll work. Now let's work on the right side, which we should be able to just watch through over here. And that should be good. About 13.7. Yeah, that's okay. It's basically right where this wall's at, so that'll be fine. Now, the one that's going to be a little trickier is the top, because it all depends on how far back up the ramp you would want to do, but that's about the extent of it. So for me, I want to go 14. This should give me enough space to where I'm coming down. If I can drive slow enough, that hangar should be able to open. Do you mind, puppy, to lay down, please? Thank you. Now, if I do that, our hangar door is open. Like it. And that's pretty much how we're gonna do that. Now, what I can do is add 2 more sensors. Because, let's say this elevator is up at the lobby. Right? Say I left it up there when I left to do a mission or something like that to go fight battle, and I bring my rover down here and park it. I could put a button panel here to call the elevator, or I could use another sensor, which is what I'm gonna do, because I like sensors and they make things automatic and it's fun. Cool. So now that we have our next sensor, we are gonna call this one elevator bottom, because I did already put one at the top, so we will go ahead and put name in that one. But for these 2 sensors, we're gonna kind of do the same thing, except the action. The actions are gonna be different, but as far as their extents go, we are gonna want them to be small. So the left extent you can see off to the side, and then the right extent we are gonna bring just in. Take that left extent out. Bottom extent I want right up against that sensor, and then same thing for the top extent. Oop, wrong way. Go right to the edge of where the elevator would be. And then the back extent, I want 0. And then the front extent, we can go just to the 3 meter mark. So there we go. So if I walk into this sensor, it is going to do what I want it to do. And what that is going to do is going to activate the hanger timer block. So that way that elevator starts coming down by itself. Or just bangs into everything on its way down. Looks like I have a little bit more clearing to do. Beautiful. Now the one thing I want to check is with the elevator. Show that. I want to make sure that hanger event controller actually turned off, because if it's left on and the elevator goes to move upwards, it could turn the elevator off again because it's at 0. So we want to make sure it actually turns that off. Now we go back to the top, and let's do the same thing for this sensor. And then its actions are going to be the lobby timer block. We're just going to start that. So now when I go into this sensor's field of range, it'll bring up the elevator. Cool, right? I think so. I think I do want to put these on something, but it's not going to be timer blocked. What we are going to do, let's go to this server room. For some reason, my pistons were way too fast going upwards. I don't know what that's about. And while I'm over here, let me just do that. Oh yeah. Forgot that was there. That's actually the hallway to get down into the maintenance corridor. I'll fix it later. But what I want to do is I'm going to use a couple event controllers to control those sensors. So this is going to be top elevator sensor. And our bottom one is going to be bottom sensor. And I'm going to put elevator in the front like I did with the other ones. So now that we have our two, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our piston position, equal to or greater than, because we're at the top sensor, 100%, and my main piston is on the bottom. And if that is all correct, we are going to find our sensor top, and we are going to turn off. Otherwise, turn on. And that's all this event controller is going to do. So that should turn off the sensor when we go up. So let's go ahead, go to the lobby. And we should still be able to see the range, which you can. Uh-oh. It did turn off the sensor, but I need energy. Ah! Run! Whew. Almost died there for a minute. Alright, now that my suit's not trying to kill me anymore, we can see that the sensor actually worked, or the event controller with the sensor. So let's go ahead and go back down and do it again. You can see the sensor automatically comes back on when the elevator starts moving, so we're good. And we can actually probably lower that to like 90%, which I think is what I'm going to do. Because you know what's going to happen is people are going to turn the elevator on and then go right back to because they forgot something, and then it's going to trigger that sensor again. So we'll put it to 90. We'll be good. And then let's go to our elevator control bottom. Do the same thing. Piston position equal to or less than, and we will make it 10% to match the 90 going up. Choose our piston, and then the action. We gotta find our sensor, because I have too much shit. Elevator bottom sensor, and we're just gonna turn it off. So let's try that. So let's go down to the hangar, and we should be able to see that sensor turn off when we get to the bottom. There's the range, and there it goes. Very nice. And then if we go back up to the server room, we'll see that range kick in. Maybe. If I go into spectator. Oh, no. You know why? Because I didn't make it actually turn the sensor back on. That's my bad. Sensor turn on. There we go. Now if we take a look at it, it'll still be off. Oops. So let's go back down to the hangar one more time. And this time it won't actually turn off because it's already off, but it should actually turn back on when we leave the area this time. So it's off. And let's say we're just going to the server room because we need to add more stuff. And there it goes. Cool. Now you have a fully automated elevator that actually turns off its sensors, turns on its sensors when, well, when you need them to. That's about it. So my next project is gonna be to get this rover over to that landing pad. But to do that, I think I'm gonna need some thrusters. Not many, but enough that I think it's gonna matter. So what I want to do is try to get some thrust in every position or every direction, maybe minus downward. So let's first get this off mag plate. There we go. That way we can work on it. And I can also take a look and see where I can put some thrusters. So I saw 2 ports on the bottom, and then I have one here that I can use, and I think there's one over here somewhere. Yeah, right here with the O2 jet. I can use that to move it to the side, kind of strafe, but I do still need some going forward, which I will have to see if I can find. Do I have any more ports over here that I can use? Yeah. Looks like there's one there. And then I might be able to do something with that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So let's go ahead and remove these. Oops. Wasn't meant to do that. I'll fix it. That's fine. Why are you shaking so much? Relax. And then I need some conveyors. Kind of like that. Let's go with the white. Ooh, I do have a reactor there. Maybe I can take that out, because I do have 3 others. And there we go. I want to be fair. I want to be good. I don't know. I'm going crazy. So there's that. And then we did see our 2 ports down here that we can use. There we go. And then, do I have any spot for reverse on this? No, but I can. Put that there. And then like that. I need interior plate. But I'm gonna go ahead and place that and get it all welded up, and then we'll be back. I really need to put a cargo out here, is what I need to do. And there we go. Should be the last 2. Why those ones are still on, I don't know. There we go. And then I went ahead and also put it on my hotbar. I got rid of the hydrogen tanks off the hotbar, or stockpile, because if I'm not using the thrusters, I don't need the hydrogen tank. So, should be good to use with that. But now we gotta see if this thing will actually lift. Because I do only have like 2 thrusters in every direction. 1 going down the sides. So, let's... yeah, no, not even close. Gonna need more thrust cap. Which means a little bit of modifications. Cool, so that should be all of our thrusters. There we go. I did have to make some modifications. I added a few more thrusters than I thought I needed because this thing is actually a little heavier than I thought it was. But now we should be able to lift off. Nice. Uh-oh. Alright. So we can control it, but it's not very happy about it. So we gotta try and stay straight as much as possible. Which means I'll probably need more gyros. But we should be good. The one thing I'm gonna do really quick is add another event controller, and this one we will keep black. Plus I need interior plate, and this one is going to be for the thrusters. This way, I can have it block on off switch, and we'll just pick a random thruster because it doesn't matter, they're all on the same one. Cool. And then action for that is going to be turning off the wheels. Otherwise, turn them on. So let's try that out. Right now, I can steer with my wheels, but if I turn on my thrusters, wheels do not. Good. And that's kind of what I want. So now we can go over and make our way to our little landing pad. Ooh, here's Storm. That's not fun. Hey, there we go. Now we can just roll on down into the hangar and be able to test the sensors out. So this is why I didn't want to have to get out of the vehicle, because then I would have to lock it and then worry about it rolling down. And we have our connector. There we go. Parking brake on, locked and loaded. And then we can also charge the batteries while we're here, because those have not been charged forever. Cool. I like it. But I am going to go ahead and put my little miner. Oop, you turn the thrusters on. Oh, stockpile. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and put my little miner thing down in the hangar and call it there. Next time we will do a little more with the turret side of stuff, because I want to defend this base as much as possible, because it is a forward operating base after all. And then we will also be working on a fighter, or I might bring one in from our Twitch series that we're doing over on our public crossplay server. So we might look into that a little bit. Maybe building a little wall too. And I might have to extend that hangar door a little bit. Depending on what kind of fighter I make, it might be a little tall. We'll see. Shouldn't be too bad. Relax. There we go. Alright. With that, I'm gonna tell you guys to have a good night and hope to see you in the next video. Be sure to join the Discord down below if you want to chat and bullshit and do all the different fun stuff. Twitter, of course, and Twitch as well. Come join us in the crossplay server. You have to join the Discord first, but anyone's welcome. More the merrier. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good day, everybody.